Imagine the charming cobbled streets of Paris, the awe-inspiring ruins of Rome, or the vibrant nightlife of Barcelona. Picture yourself cruising along the canals of Amsterdam, or savoring a hearty plate of schnitzel in a cozy Munich beer hall. Europe, a continent that effortlessly weaves together centuries of history with a pulsating modern life, is a panorama of diverse cultures, languages, and traditions. From the sun-washed beaches of the Mediterranean to the snow-capped peaks of the Alps, it's a land that has been enticing visitors with its rich tapestry of experiences. Every corner of Europe promises a feast for the senses, be it in the form of a soul-stirring symphony in Vienna, a fiery flamenco performance in Seville, or a mouth-watering bowl of pasta in Naples. But amidst all its wonders, Europe also holds a maze of laws that could catch an unwary traveler off guard. Beware, dear traveler, for not all that glitters is gold. Indeed, Europe's cobblestone streets and towering castles hold more than just beauty and charm. As you navigate through the continent's rich tapestry of cultures and landscapes, unseen dangers lurk in the form of lesser-known laws. Picture this: you're in Germany, happily feeding pigeons in the park, only to find out that you've committed an offense. Or you're in Spain, taking an afternoon nap on the beach, and suddenly you're in violation of an obscure law. It's these unexpected legal pitfalls that can turn your dream journey into a nightmare. And it's not just about paying a fine or two. In some cases, you might face severe punishments for not following these laws, tarnishing your otherwise perfect vacation. So as you pack your bags and prepare to immerse yourself in Europe's magic, it's vital to be aware of these hidden perils. So shall we venture into the shadowy depths of Europe's under-acknowledged laws? First off, in Switzerland, flushing a toilet after 10 p.m. in an apartment building is considered noise pollution. Yes, you heard right. This law, although it may seem odd to us, is a testament to the Swiss people's respect for peace and quiet, especially during the night. Breaking this rule might not land you in jail, but it could certainly upset your neighbors and possibly even result in a fine. So, when in Switzerland, remember to watch the clock before you flush. Moving on, let's talk about Denmark. Did you know that it's illegal to start your car without checking under it first? This law was introduced to protect small animals and pets from being injured by moving vehicles. It may sound like a lot of work, but imagine the satisfaction of knowing you might have saved a life. The consequences of not adhering to this law can range from a hefty fine to a period of community service. Now, that's a good reason to take an extra minute before you start your engine. The third law takes us to Italy, specifically to the city of Venice. Here, it's illegal to feed the pigeons in St. Mark's Square. This law was introduced to protect the city's historic buildings and monuments from damage caused by the birds' droppings. The Venetian authorities are serious about this rule, and if you're caught feeding the pigeons, you could be slapped with a fine of up to 700 euros. That's quite a lot of dough to shell out for a few breadcrumbs. So there you have it. 3 unusual laws from 3 different European countries, each one a unique reflection of the local culture and values. It's not just about avoiding fines or punishment, but also about understanding and respecting the places we visit. Surprised yet? Brace yourself, for we have only just begun. In Spain, driving while wearing flip-flops could land you a fine. Yes, you heard it right. It's not just about the fashion faux pas. Spanish laws consider flip-flops as a driving hazard since they can easily slip off and potentially cause an accident. If caught, you could be fined up to 200 euros. So, remember to pack a pair of comfortable shoes for those Spanish road trips. Let's hop over to Switzerland, where you might be tempted to enjoy the serene quiet of the night. But be warned, flushing the toilet after 10 o'clock at night in an apartment building is considered noise pollution, and is therefore illegal. This bizarre law is designed to maintain peace and quiet in densely populated apartment complexes. Breaking this law could lead to fines, or even a stern talking to from your Swiss neighbors. So, hold that flush, or you might just flush your peaceful Swiss vacation down the drain. And finally, we land in Italy, the land of love, pasta, and unusual laws. In Venice, it's illegal to feed the pigeons. That's right, those innocent-looking birds fluttering around St. Mark's Square. Feeding them might seem like a harmless act of kindness, but in reality, it contributes to overpopulation and damage to historic structures. The city imposed this law to preserve its architectural heritage. If you're caught feeding the pigeons, you could receive a fine of up to 700 euros. So, save those breadcrumbs for the ducks, or better yet, for a late-night snack. These unusual laws serve as a reminder that every place has its own unique set of rules, born out of cultural norms, environmental concerns, and historical contexts. They might seem strange to us, but to the locals, it's just part of daily life. And the list continues, with each law stranger than the last. Did you know that in Italy, it's illegal to build sandcastles at some beaches? Yes, you heard it right. In regions such as Eraclea near Venice, authorities have banned the building of sandcastles, stating they obstruct the passage of people strolling along the beach. So if you're thinking about recreating the Colosseum on the shore, you might want to reconsider unless you fancy a fine. In Denmark, there's an unusual law that requires all vehicles to check for children sleeping under their car before setting off. This law is a remnant from the old days, when it was common for children to hide under parked cars for shade during hot summer days. While it might seem outdated, ignoring it could land you in trouble with the local law enforcement. Moving on to Switzerland, where it's illegal to flush the toilet after 10 o'clock at night in an apartment building. This rather quirky law is in place due to the Swiss government's belief that flushing a toilet after this time is considered noise pollution. So late-night bathroom visitors, be warned, you might just have to let it mellow. Finally, let's talk about Spain, where it's illegal to drive while wearing flip-flops. This is because the Spanish authorities believe that flip-flops reduce a driver's control over the vehicle and could therefore lead to accidents. So if you're planning a Spanish road trip, remember to pack some suitable footwear, or you could find yourself on the wrong side of the law. And there you have it, a collection of Europe's most under-acknowledged and unusual laws. Next time you find yourself in these countries, make sure you're not just admiring the beautiful landscapes, but also staying on the right side of these rather eccentric laws. So, as you plan your European adventure, remember to respect the rules no matter how unusual they may seem. The thrill of exploring new landscapes, immersing yourself in diverse cultures, or simply savoring the delectable cuisines Europe has to offer, can sometimes make us forget about the importance of understanding local laws. These laws, as peculiar as they may be, are an integral part of the cultural fabric that makes each European country unique. They have been put in place for the welfare of the locals and the tourists alike. Remember, knowledge is power. Being aware of these laws not only saves you from potential fines or unpleasant encounters with law enforcement, but also ensures that you have a smooth and enriching travel experience. It's all about mutual respect, isn't it? Respecting the places we visit, the people we meet, and the cultures we explore. Now tell us, which European country entices you the most? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.